And we're back live from Minsk, Belarus for the 59 kilo men's open. I have Joy, who just racked up a collection of medals here and has the biggest I told you so. I just confessed that I was the one who made that post, and I did never pick. I quickly was jumping ship about halfway through. Joy, how you feeling right now?
I feel like I've won gold.
Yeah, no, I bet you do.
I told you bronze and silver, but disguised as gold.
Yeah, I bet you're living up to your name, Joy. Can't get that smile off your face.
No, I'm so happy.
Congratulations. So we're going to throw down to the platform right now. We have the Ukrainian opening with 170 kilos on the bar. And we're not anticipating too much fireworks with openers.
Kazakhstan in the whole Iran.
Nothing like getting a little bit rattled by missing your opener. Although we found out it doesn't necessarily mean you can't come back for it. That was nice and smooth right there. Because Marissa Inda actually missed her opener, did she not?
Sorry?
I think she did. I think Marissa Inda missed her opener on, or did she miss her second attempt at squat on depth?
Megan missed her first, but came back and pulled it together.
Yeah.
All right.
You can come back.
Dimitri.
No question about that.
Dimitri Vikotsev.
And 182.5 kilo being loaded on the bar
From
for
Kazakhstan,
Dimitri.
182.5 kilos. Bars loaded, says Brock. 182.
And I'm not going to throw you under the bus. I have to say some of these last names.
Oh.
You feel brave. You take a stab at it, but it's all good.
People normally demolish my last name, so
That's true, too.
I can't repay the favor.
And 182.5 for an opener. These are 59 kilo men, to keep that in mind. Depth looks good. What do you think about that?
Yeah, that was perfect.
You don't need to go any deeper than just below parallel. And who's your pick for this weight class?
Ooh.
I tell you what, take a look at the
Well, it
projected
doesn't look
totals.
like I have a choice.
Take a look.
Mr.
Yeah,
Sergey Kosyenko from
I just lobbed an easy one down the middle
Yeah,
for you to
thank you.
handle. It's just to increase your confidence because you're new in the commentary booth. That's a for sure lock.
Bars loaded, says
I
Brock.
say that now. I got bad luck picking people all of a sudden.
Had me written off.
That's right. I sure as heck did.
Made it to the podium.
That's right.
What do you know about Southeast London?
I got a feeling I'll be taking it for this session. Now 185 on the bar. Zafari from Iran.
So many different nations as well.
Yeah, they're well represented. That looks about depth for me.
Yeah.
And not a major scrap. Yeah, there was a lot. This is almost 1,000 lifters at this World Championships.
This is not good.
Wow, what happened there?
I suppose borderline.
Bars loaded.
Well, we were saying you don't want to be in that situation to miss your opener. At least it wasn't a strength issue. You can always squat deeper, but it's hard to get stronger in a span of 10 minutes.
Festival in the USA.
In America's William, 187.5 kilo loaded on the bar. William Tenerelli. No questions there, I don't think.
That squad looks like mine.
What's that, sir?
That squad looks like mine.
You like to bomb it in quickly.
Holding over like a sheet of paper.
That's right, that's right. It sticks it out nicely. And sometimes what I'll do with the tough last name too, I'll hear Gino take a stab at it first. He's brave with it.
From Belarus.
Why don't you try that one?
Ready? Bars loaded.
I will gracefully bow out until I hear Gino.
Sharashank. I'll give up.
There you go. That's the first time I've seen you give up today. I'll tell you that right now. Tyryashenko. Wow, you were actually pretty close.
You don't know if Gino's getting it right.
Gino's saying Tyryashenko. 190 kilo being loaded on the bar.
Charashank. Yeah, Charashank. Let's go with that.
Start the clock. Start the clock.
And we've seen one lifter fail the first. Just on depth, that's easily corrected. sometimes a factor is cutting weight, and it makes it, you know, all of a sudden you're weakened. And do you cut a lot of weight?
Yeah, I think people are surprised at how much I can do cut. Because I'm a big girl in real life.
Is that right?
Yeah.
He just hit that 190, I believe, 3 white lights. Yeah, we noticed there was some cramping in your pinkies
every lift, my hands, my triceps.
Yeah, I noticed the triceps as well, because you came out walking like a zombie from one of those deadlifts.
Yep.
Bars loaded. Sorry, Brock. Bars loaded. Takaharu, Japan, 190 kilos.
Takaharu from Japan, 190 kilo on the bar.
All right. Ibehara, Takahara. Ibehara, Japan.
You just never know how the weight
kilos.
cuts can affect some of these lifters. So
In the hole.
would ordinarily be with nice, safe, easy opener, all of a sudden turns into a grinder.
Yeah.
And you're like, whoa, it might be a long day.
All of mine were grinders.
Yeah. You know what?
That first squat came from heaven.
Yeah. Nicely done. No major grinding there. Ibihara. Oh, wait. He got called on depth as well.
High, 2 to 1. Did not
Let's
get
take a
that
look here.
crease in the hip below the top of the knee joint. Will break parallel.
Yeah.
I guess, you know what, from the angle of the commentary booth, it looked okay, but from the angle of the depth view,
Bars loaded.
But it looks smooth enough.
Chinese
It moves
Taipei.
smooth enough.
Powerlifting for 5 years now. He's a student.
My armpits.
it's very honest of you on the worldwide broadcast.
Yeah, when
Give us
you're
up-
up there with the adrenaline, like you don't
give us-
notice things.
Give us updates on your armpits throughout. That is
Oh, they stink.
And 195 for Lin. I believe that's Chinese Taipei. Okay, that is borderline, but I think I would give it to him. Let's
I
see.
would give that.
Let's see what the
This is
refs
good.
say.
2 to 1.
2 to 1.
Load the bar up, ladies and gentlemen, for Franklin Leon from
Franklin
Ecuador.
Leon. Franklin the Lion Leon.
202.5 kilos.
You know what?
Bars loaded.
Lion is in French.
Léon.
There you go.
Parlez-vous français?
Un petit peu. Un petit peu.
Okay, I
You
do.
know what that means? A little bit. Apparently we're on the same page with just a little bit. There we go. 202.5 loaded on the bar for Franklin.
It's an exciting singlet.
Yeah, that's the, he's from Ecuador. I think that's their national colors, I'm going to assume.
Vamos, Franklin.
Let's see how he takes this.
Leon.
Now, we've seen a couple failed attempts, no real grinders, and just failed on depth. Okay, he just the last second sunk that into the
Yeah.
hole. And you know, I was talking to one of the refs, and let's see what they say, 3 white lights. And he was saying, when you're diving in the hole, if you go quickly, and there was no doubt there, but if there is doubt, they'll side with the lifter and not take it away if you're unsure.
Yeah, benefit of the doubt.
Benefit of doubt goes to the lifter. But it's easier said than done to dive it in that hole and pop out like that. Now Darius from Poland.
Bars loaded. This is Darius Uzor from Polska.
205 kilo loaded on the bar. And I want to take a look at the nominations here.
205
Because
kilos on the bar.
Fedoshenko, who's like the Mike
Darius
Tyson of the
Uzor,
59 kilo class,
Polska.
is actually not opening the heaviest. And I was a little shocked to see that.
Ah, Algeria.
He's a heavy favorite to finish off the highest Wilks of the whole tournament. Let's see how Darius handles this. Whoa, way deep, no questions
I
there.
don't know, you think he went deep enough? Lift is good, Darius.
Maybe he's just telling the judges, do not worry about my depth.
All right, here he comes.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't think he could have gone deeper.
Yeah, I'm no
Number
ref, and I
one
could have called
ranked.
that one.
59 kilo lifter.
Which is good, because sometimes you never know how strict they're going to be with that.
Oh, yeah, true.
Equipped
True, yeah.
categories.
But the deeper I go, the uglier my squats are. So.
Yeah, generally speaking, he didn't
The
lose his
bar
path
is
there.
loaded. Sergey Fedosienko.
And here's
Sergey Fedosienko.
the man himself.
How many records does he hold in classic and equipped? All of them.
Ah, Gino. He said, how many records does he hold in classic and equipped?
Isn't there an Australian guy with the squat?
All of them.
record?
Wow. Oh.
There is.
As you raise your hand and say, I got a correction coming. Now, in terms of nominations, yeah, I guess there is a...
I don't think he's lifting here today, but
Let's take a look how this gets deep. Well, that's pretty darn easy, isn't it?
yeah.
And in terms of nominations for squats,
This is good.
yeah, he does have the highest nominated squat. So he's not opening the heaviest, but it's where you end up, not where you open. And 207.5 is being loaded on the bar for Mohammed from Algeria.
Bars loaded, Mohammed Lakal.
So looking ahead at the projected totals, it's more of a battle for silver and bronze. And I say more of a, it definitely
This is
is.
3.5 times his body weight. as
Fedoshenko
an
looks like he
opening
would
attempt
likely
now.
win
Yeah, he's
off his
lighter.
openers.
Three and a
okay,
half
so
times his body weight.
Yeah, actually, the local lifter from Belarus has got a hell of a shot for a podium finish, as well as the Lion from Ecuador. And that squat looks smooth enough as long as the judges like the depth.
And the crowd likes that. And the lift is good. All right, let's go to the top of the order. Second attempts now.
So we're going to move back, top of the order for second attempts. And the Iranian and Japanese lifter who had missed their openers have a second shot. Now, how nervous are you when you take your opener?
Bars loaded.
extremely.
Yeah.
You have no idea.
And
Now let's
sometimes
see.
it's nerves that you might cut it a little high just because you're so nervous. It's the IPF World Championship. People from all over the world are watching.
No matter how confident or prepared you feel, you come out for your first squat and you're like a bag of nerves.
Yeah, for sure.
It's very, very scary.
And before we go there, 175 kilo being loaded on the bar for the Ukrainian Oleksiy. Yeah, it looks like that should be good.
Yeah.
Loaded high, 2-1.
I thought you were doubting for a second.
I don't know what you're watching.
Wow, no, I stay corrected. You call it out then.
Bars loaded. Behadrid Safari, Iran, 185 on the
To my
bar.
defense, one of the refs actually agree with me, but. And Zafari from Iran is going to take another stab at 185.
Yeah. Let's get this one in.
You just got to go a little deeper. It's not like you made a whole lot of technical errors. Okay.
Yep.
There we go. It was a little bit more of a fight than you think an opener would be.
Lift is good. Give him a round of applause.
And he's on the board, and he moves forward.
All right, let's
Wow.
go to the bar for Takaharu.
Yeah, he didn't want to leave any depth for his depth this time.
Japan. The bar is
Sometimes that's what
loaded.
you got to do.
And
It might be
even-
hard, but
Yeah,
to get the depth in.
yeah, you have to get that depth. Last thing you want to do is bomb out at the Worlds, and we've seen that happen. Takaharu from Japan, 190 kilos, second go. Same situation. He's just got to go a little deeper. It moved well. Oh, what do you think?
That was good.
Let's see if the judges agree. Three white lights. Now he's on the board. Everybody's on the board now.
Yeah, it's probably not as fast as they wanted their openers to be, but they're in it now.
And that's just it. Those
Yeah.
would have been good second attempts. Yeah.
Loaded. Dimitri.
Faster than my second attempt.
Or maybe they're pacing
Bars
well
loaded.
based off of
190
your
kilos.
some of the grinders we see.
Kazakhstan.
Now 190 on the bar for Dimitri from Kazakhstan. A 7.5 kilo jump.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit of work. Bar slowed down, but he should have it. 3 white lights.
This is good.
Interesting colored belt for a Kazakhstan lifter. It's the French flag, no?
Oui, monsieur.
Oui, monsieur. Wow, you know more French than you're letting on. And 195 on the bar for the local Belarus lifter.
Bars loaded.
Must be nice to have a home crowd.
Yeah, no kidding. Actually, the World Championships are going to be in Canada next year. Are you going to make it out, you think?
Yeah, I'd love to. There's a girl I train with, Ellen, and she's from Canada. She's moved to England, and she says, "But if I go over there, we can all stay with her aunt." So I'm really looking forward to that.
There you go. Yeah, it's not a cheap flight. And let's see how he handles 195 kilo increase, nothing too crazy. Whoa,
Come
slow
on.
down, the brakes are hit.
All right, give him a round of applause for that attempt. He'll be back. He'll get another shot.
Wow.
At least he's on the scoreboard.
That's it, he's on the scoreboard. He bought a little
Can come back
insurance
and
with his
fight for it.
opener. And is anybody you would like to thank with your performance?
Yeah, definitely.
Apart from myself.
Apart from you and your confidence,
My
confidence in me.
I think that post spurred you on. You were just so angry.
Don't, I was coming anyway. Don't worry about it.
Okay, give it up.
But the man that's prepared me for all of my competitions and got the best out of me, Paul Marsh, who's put up with my attitude.
Wow. Yeah. Well, he obviously did a good job.
Watched me fail, watched me fly,
Good.
picked me up, made the hairband that I'm wearing.
Is that right? He's multitasker. The
Yeah.
American 3 white lights.
But yeah, no, everyone at London Powerlifting, which is based at the Commando Temple where I train, they've all been so supportive and really cheering me on. And
Any sponsors?
no,
Okay, well, I think they might come calling now.
I'm good. But no, honestly, I came today with a lot of emotions. I don't know if you keep up with the news on what's happening in London and Great Britain at the moment,
Oh,
but
yeah.
London Bridge, Grenfell Tower, Finsbury Park. I wanted to come and be London on that platform.
There you go.
So
Be a source of inspiration,
Bronze
a
and
little
silver.
positive, yeah.
for London Bridge, for Grenfell Tower, for Manchester, for Finsbury Park.
And 207.5 on the bar for Lin from Chinese Taipei. Looks smooth like an opener. Yeah, what time is it back in London right now?
So we're 2 hours behind, so it's 4:20.
Oh, not bad at all.
Yeah. I don't know, lots of people back home are watching.
Yeah, looks like that depth was just a little too high. It moved well, but it was just a little too high.
Bars loaded. Darius Buzola.
There he is. From Poland. 7.5 kilo jump. And the refs, we haven't seen any too many fails, but the refs are starting to call some depths early. And we have a lot of cameras on this platform. All eyes on Darius right now from
Yeah,
Poland.
focus.
You see the
Come on,
medals
Darius.
clank, hear the medals clank. Darius is a seasoned veteran, well-traveled.
Come on.
Whoa.
Yes.
And I believe he's going to be lifting at the World Games in July,
Yeah.
which are
3
being
white
held in
lights.
Poland.
Darius.
Yeah, it's probably the highlight of his
Also-
calendar this year. World Games. That's
More than likely, so it's a pretty tough turnaround. Look at, he just dive bombs that squat in
He's
there.
still got it up.
He leaves no doubt on depth. And Franklin Leon from Ecuador.
Monsieur Leon.
Monsieur Leon.
215. Bars loaded.
A 12.5 kilo jump. These are fairly big jumps for the 59 kilo class. Let's see how he handles it. And Fedor Fedoshenko, or Sergey Fedoshenko, sorry, Pacing right now, he has 220 as his second attempt.
Yeah, that's an even bigger jump.
And right now, he's somewhat pacing for a silver, and he very rarely doesn't get a gold. We'll see.
Today might be that day.
We'll see what he puts on for the squad. Like seeing him get pushed, though, that's for sure. Franklin Leon.
Come on.
Quick in and out
Yes.
of that hole. I noticed you don't like wearing a belt.
This is good 2-1.
Now, why is that?
Can't be bothered.
Well, it can't be bothered. It's just an accessory you don't need.
Yeah,
eh?
I
Have
do.
you tried it?
Here comes
Yeah, I have actually. So when I first started powerlifting, my coach pretty much like, yeah, Joy, get a belt. We'll get you into a belt.
Bars
He kept saying he would buy me
loaded.
one because I refused.
Yeah.
And you know when someone buys you something, you have to use it because you can't be ungrateful.
That's right.
So I bought one myself so that I wouldn't feel I had to use it. So it just sits at home.
Strategy.
But yeah, I can't be bothered to carry things to the gym.
Oh, yeah. Who knows? One day you might pop one on. And Fetishenko. A 15-kilo jump. But Lake Al from Algeria matched that 15-kilo jump and is still staying in the lead in the squad event. Should he hit it? Oh, there is actually a little bit of work near the
Yeah.
lockout, wasn't there?
Sergey. This is
It's
good.
very rarely you see chinks in his armor. He often would like to go for a clean sweep. And the big prize is if you can get that overall Wilks total for the whole World Championships. His closest adversaries are Ray Williams,
Yeah.
who you might have heard. You heard of him?
have.
Yeah, once or twice.
Who hasn't?
Yeah, and Dennis Cornelius from the U.S.
Laka.
Mohamed Lekhal from
Bars loaded.
Nigeria, 222.5 kilos,
on the bar.
and he's
Mohammed.
pushing Fetishenko.
Yeah,
And what could be a fight for the squat gold medal.
I think indeed.
If Fetishenko's Mike Tyson, Muhammad might be Buster Douglas.
So who was I?
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah.
Invisible.
Yeah. Well, certainly not now. You're on everybody's radar now. Oh, it's going to be economical with depth. See if the judges like it. It moves well enough.
Is good.
Yeah, definitely
Three
smooth.
whites. Yeah, he didn't slow down.
All right, let's go to the top
Yeah,
of
that
the
was
order
decent depth.
for our third.
Yeah, just kept working.
And Fetishenko had a bit of a
Bars
stutter near
loaded.
the lockout.
Alexei, Ukraine.
Now Fetishenko has
175 on the
227 and a
bar.
half
Yeah, let's see
for
what
his third
Algeria's going
attempt.
for.
Yeah. Muhammad looking to match that. Fetishenko does weigh less though. And Alexei from the Ukraine, 175 kilos, is going to take another shot at it. Looking to make some minor adjustments. It's going to be that borderline, isn't it?
Yeah.
The minor adjustment might have been the
No
squat higher than
refuse
it was.
high. All three referees say
Sometimes
he's
when the
not
weight gets
keeping
heavy, survival mode
Yeah.
kicks in for your body. That wasn't the adjustment he needed.
Squats are scary. Failing a squat is scary.
It is, yeah, having that kind of weight, especially
On your back, crushing you.
well over body weight, obviously.
Bars loaded. The Khalid Safari. The Khalid Safari. Iran.
It's most definitely the most painful to fail out of all three lifts.
Oh, for sure. The deadlift you can let down.
Yeah.
Bench press doesn't tax you quite as much. But the squat, it's pretty intimidating. Now 190 on the bar. Lifter from Iran.
Come on. Yes.
Yeah, he sticks it out. Let's see if the judges like it. Yeah, it was right on that borderline, and the judges agree. One of them gave it to him. Let's see if the slow mo.
So I was doubtful, so I'd have given him benefit
Really?
of that doubt.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Yeah, it was close. You know, from that side, it looked well.
Bars
Sometimes
loaded.
one hip rests a little higher,
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
Liho. Savlianchanka.
Yeah, I ain't trying this name again.
I'll call him the Bulgarian, or the Bulgarian.
Belarus.
I even messed that up. Too.
195
The
kilos,
Belarus lifter.
Savlianchanka.
Taking another shot at 190.
Rihor, I can do your first name.
Rihor, there we go. Yeah, some of these taller 59 kilo guys, you know they had to cut some weight.
Yeah, they're all pretty close as well.
Yeah, yeah. I bet it, yeah. Whoa,
Quite
no.
fast on the way down.
Maybe a little bit uncontrolled trying
Yeah.
to dive it in through the hole.
No lift.
And I was just about to say, in terms of body weight, the next lifter up, 197.5, came in quite comfortably. 57 kilo, just about 57.59.
Bars loaded. Here comes Dmitry Nikonstin. Kazakhstan, 197.5.
A 7.5 kilo jump, a respectable jump for this weight class. Okay,
Come on.
Whoa. I think he might have gone 3 for 3. 3 white lights.
And I guess that's what you want the third attempt to look like, you know?
Yeah,
Putting in that
right,
work.
right on that line. I don't know if he had too much left on the
Yeah.
table. Well played, well attempted. And for those interested,
All right, Bill.
Mohammed from Algeria is trying to keep his pace, being 2.5 kilo over Fedoshenko. So he's looking to defeat Fedoshenko in one of the events.
No body weight advantage, so he's always got to go up.
He has to go up, that's right. William from the US, 200 kilo even. Whoa,
That was
so
fast.
fast. Oh, and when, yeah,
Yes.
he gets it. You see when he bombs it in, and when the weight comes on, he kind of pitches forward,
Lift is good.
but he muscles through it. Take a look at this in slow-mo. He just dive bombs it in.
Even in slow-mo.
It's so fast,
Bars
yeah.
loaded.
The weight comes on suddenly, he pitches a little, but he's able to recover. And Takaharu of Japan started off a little high, retook his opener, and now jumping another 10 kilo. Not sure 200 kilo is where he planned to end off his squats,
Yeah.
but you got to adjust as the day goes.
Exactly.
That's going to be close on depth again.
And Takaharu, Japan, 200 kilos. No,
Yeah,
it's not
he didn't
giving him a
convince
round
me.
of applause.
Yeah, he's squatting a little high today. And you know what? The weight's not moving all that slowly.
No, it's not.
Just needs a little confidence with it. Yeah, that's right. That's about parallel.
You got it up quick enough.
Exactly.
Needed
yeah.
a bit more depth.
Yeah, I think when he watches this, he's
Bar
gonna be
is
why?
loaded.
Why didn't I just dive it a little
Yeah.
bit more?
Believe in yourself.
That's right.
What did that say, Sasha?
Now Lin from Chinese
Junior.
Taipei.
Sorry. Junior world record.
5 kilo jump. Now here's belief in himself. Miss a second attempt, up to 5 kilo anyways.
Junior world record, 212.5.
Junior in the opens.
Wow,
Yi
Junior.
Chun Lin.
He's going for a world record here, folks. So that would be why the 5 kilo jump, he's telling himself. You only go to the worlds once a year. Let's
That is true.
try to make history.
Come on.
It's deep. Whoa! And I think he just broke a world record with ease.
So what happened to the second attempt?
That begs the question, what happened to the second
I
attempt?
don't remember.
Let's take another look at that. This is a world record.
Oh, good on you.
Yeah, good on him.
Playing with the big boys.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he opted. I'm going to hop in the open. And Darius,
Bars loaded, Darius Ruzola.
5 kilo increase. I noticed in your weight class, most of your opposition was all masters deciding to lift in the
Yes.
open, all born in the 70s. And you're born in the 90s, which
92.
is encouraging for yourself, and you're the future. No
Ooh.
pressure.
No, it is amazing that people can keep lifting and improving.
You might be peaking in another 20 years.
Might be peaking tomorrow.
Pace yourself for 20 years from now, apparently. 217.5 kilo loaded on the bar for Darius of Poland.
It's good for young lifters to see, though. But
It is,
you know,
and the older
age
lifters
age
as
won't
well,
stop
yeah.
you. Keep working.
Wow, I think you might have that. He is squatting a little higher, and there you go. No longer dive bombing in like his first attempt where his butt hit his ankles. Well, actually, he wasn't far off seeing that replay. Yeah, your weight class wasn't just well represented by nations, but well represented by every age demographic.
Definitely.
You had a woman born in 68, a woman born in 70, a bunch of lifters in the 90s, 80s,
Yeah.
and the 70s.
Monsieur Leon.
Franklin Leon, Monsieur Leon, 220. I think we might have just gave him a nickname as the Lion.
Or we could do this in Espanol. Señor Leon.
Ah, you got me now. Senor, well, I know Senor. And I know Cerveza. Now here's looking to go 3 for 3. Oh, he's very controlled now. I couldn't see. Sometimes when your shoulders come forward, I couldn't see his depth.
It was good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
looking at the screen,
definitely.
I lost sight of his hips.
It was so slow right to the last minute. He
Yeah.
dropped it in.
Yeah, actually, the weight's getting in the way to see his hips there too. But the judges like it. You liked it.
Yeah.
Good enough for me. Now Fedoshenko looking to hit 227.5.
Bars loaded, Sergey
possibly.
Felicienko.
It's very rare, but he might be coming in second place for the event.
501.5 pounds.
Well, I think he's been dominating this weight class for a long time, hasn't he?
He sure as heck has.
I mean, even today we expect him to win, but
By a
squat
long
medal
shot.
might go to someone else.
He looks like he could win with his openers, but not every event.
That is true. Squat stance is quite wide, don't you think?
It is, yeah. And wow, that was actually some work there.
Yeah.
Lift is good.
It is, that was borderline. Wow, okay.
Okay, let's see Mr. Algeria.
Now the Algerian
But this is what I'm
trying to just chip it past Fedoshenko. It's a 7.5 kilo increase. Not crazy, within reason. But is he pacing himself as well as Fedoshenko, or is he starting to stretch himself beyond his means with the rare
Bars loaded,
opportunity
ladies and gentlemen. This is
to be able to say for
230
bragging
kilos.
rights,
This is
I beat Fedoshenko?
This is 3.9 times his body weight.
Wow.
This is for the gold medal.
Just shy
3.9
of
times
4
his
times his body weight.
Gold medal in the squat. This is Mohamed Lakhal. Come on, let me hear you, Algeria.
What do you think? You think he has it?
I think he'll work for it.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm guessing
10
that.
kilos shy of the world record at 240.
Come
Oh, it's
on.
going to be border.
All right, give him
Oh,
a round of
no.
applause.
And Fedoshenko remaining undefeated so far today. But he gave it a go and gave us a little bit of drama, and it's rarely you see someone
Yeah.
push Fedoshenko.
So
we're
Russia
happy
gets the
for
squat
it.
gold.
The Russian gets the squat gold. He's got no shortage of gold medals in his treasure chest. I'll tell you that right now. So you don't want to go anywhere. We're going to come back with the bench press event. We're sitting here live. Watch this. With the joy of Great Britain, right? On a seasoned vet. Don't go anywhere. 5-minute break.
5 minutes?
20 minutes. Thank you, sir. Wow, we're in the open now. 20 minute
Yeah, I
breaks.
probably won't be here for
And welcome back. I have Christy Nelson, Christy Champion, now sitting in with me for the bench press event. And a quick rundown, Christy, of the squat event that you were sitting in with.
Yep.
Now, Fedichenko had a rare scare,
He did.
whereas the Algerian actually made a run at taking that gold medal from him.
I never saw that coming. I was over in the crowd and I went, what?
And Fedichenko, I don't know if he's had enough gold medals to his
Name?
chest. Yeah, to his name and his legend, and his name is constantly growing. So moving into the bench press event, we'll see if we have any more scares for Fedichenko.
Absolutely. We thought that Fedichenko was away with this all his own way, but interesting, the other athletes in his weight class are determined to step through and do their thing.
If anything else, it's a signal to Fedichenko. You might have it, but you're going to have to work for it if you want to take a clean sweep.
Yeah, that's awesome too. Under 59 kilo class, William Give me a surname here.
William
Tenerelli?
I believe. Yeah,
Yep.
I think it's an Italian, and he gets it.
Okay.
No, he does not, sorry.
Yeah, just for your information, 171 kilo is the record in the 3-lift bench press. Fedichenko holds this record. He set it in Killeen in 2016 at this event. So just wait on. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. So that's just for your. So Fedichenko's opening 160. So just keep your eye on that. But we'll just make our way now through the opening bench presses with these guys.
And here's Mohammed, who gave Fedichenko a bit of a push in the squat event,
Yeah, that was interesting.
opening with a 105 kilo bench press. And you know all of Algeria was behind him on that one. If he came through with a gold medal and won it against Fedichenko, no less. But a squat silver isn't half bad.
And I mean, the Algerian lifter has been around for years and years. You know, he knows who his, who his competition is. They know each other. They've sized each other up for years.
Oh yeah,
and
you
years.
know he's been telling himself, if I get an opportunity against Fedichenko. Now it looks like his feet weren't flat, and he missed his opener there. So what started off as a great start in the squats is a little shaky in the bench, but he's going to retake 105. And we have 110 kilo on the bar for Lin from Chinese Taipei.
Yep. Haven't seen very much of Chinese Taipei so far in the Masters or the Juniors.
That's what you want your
There we
opener to
go.
look like.
But I have seen a few of the lifters that I know are in the open categories. So as we get through these open divisions, we'll be seeing a few of them.
And here's the local Belarus lifter, and the meet organizer. When I was walking by, I asked him, I said, Dennis, I said, what are you thinking about this weight class? And he told me, we got a local guy in there. You're going to want to look out for him. He's in heavy contention to come home with a medal, whether it's silver, whether it's bronze, we're not sure.
Really?
But he's right in the mix. And looking at the projected totals, that's not local bias. He actually is in the mix. So
Wow, he's
100
two.
yeah. And you know what? It's interesting. Belarus has got, they've already racked up some medals. And coming into the Open, they're starting off on the right foot.
Yeah. We've had the Belarusian anthem a couple of times already.
Yes, we did.
And aside from that, they've also had the minor placings as well. Raihor,
Yep. And he starts off.
Karyashenka.
3 white lights, Belarus.
Easy opener. And that's really what you want. You don't want to risk anything with your opener, and you're also not trying to cover ground with your opener. It'd be a worst case scenario if your opener has to go towards your total.
Yep. Alexei Helshenkov, Ukraine, 120 for his opener. How'd he go in the squat? Oh, 170, righto.
Alexei Plushenko.
He's just off the pace with the squat, but certainly representing. Nice wide base there.
Yep. And that moves well. So he's got a lot more in the tank.
The lift is good. Ukraine.
You know, for a lot of these lifters too, you want to get on the board, build your confidence. You can make leaps in your third attempts, possibly your second if you have
Bars
to,
loaded. Iran, 120 kilos.
but not really in your openers.
What does he want, blocks?
Zafari from Iran.
Blocks. 5 centimeter blocks, please. 5 centimeter blocks.
Asking for the blocks to come in.
You put that on the scorecard.
If your feet don't touch the ground the way you like, you definitely want blocks. I mean, especially it'll hinder your leg drive and hip drive if you can't get the proper base. There's 3 different heights for blocks that you can call for.
Yeah, and can I just say, with some lifters finding that the carpet surface of these platforms, some lifters are finding them it just potentially a little bit slippy.
Yeah.
Getting the blocks also gives you an opportunity to probably bear down without slippage. So
That's
if you get
true,
if you get the
Whoa, no, wow, that's an opening weight.
miss.
You know what? I want to say, I think he might have
Rushed
missed
it.
I think he might have missed his opening squat, came back and hit it. So hopefully that's the case that he could duplicate here. But let's see what happens.
Did he rush this? I just watched the coach. They were remonstrating about the clock. It was counting down, and they were concerned because the blocks weren't even being put down until 30 seconds was on the clock. And I think they were concerned that their lifter thought that he was going to
Time out,
be rushed
Yeah.
unfairly because he wasn't getting the full minute for himself. And I don't think he would have got penalised.
No, not if it wasn't.
No,
set up for
that's right. So Dimitri,
So we have 2
Got
misses in a
Stev.
row.
Kazakhstan now.
And Dimitri, I believe, has just got us back on the board with some green, and he does. And for those watching, a couple things off the top. You can watch the scorecard if you want. Flip back and forth between the scorecard. There's an icon at the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. And also a quick shout-out to Rogue, SPD, Alico, Bull, Ray-Ban, and Dorita, as well as Siberian Supernatural Sport for your sponsorship of these 2017 World Championships in Minsk, Belarus.
Yep. Here's Franklin Leon from Ecuador, 130 for his opener. Franklin's another seasoned campaigner here in the open category, determined to stick it to him. Geez, great shot there of his quad.
And I think you found your favorite. And Chrissy
Your
has
favorite.
established her favorite.
Oh, stop that, Ryan. Nice.
You know what? You see people chalk their hands. He actually chalked the insides of his well-developed quads so we could hug the bench. And that's actually a
I've
pretty
never
good
seen
tool.
that
Yeah.
before. What a
Take look at
great
that.
idea.
Yeah.
So that he can grip on without slipping.
Yeah. And it keeps the butt
It's
down.
a great idea.
Actually, you know, I've never seen anyone chalk it
Never
for that
seen
purpose.
it. And yet, you do see chalk there, and that's probably from people's butt.
Yeah, moving around at
But
the big.
That is a great idea. That's going to take off.
Yeah, well, I hadn't seen it before, and I'm sure
I'm going
anyone
to go
else
home
watching-
and do that.
Yeah. Now, Takaharu.
Gino just gave me a look. Oh, he's not look. Oh, it wasn't for me.
He's looking through you.
Takaharu Ebihara, Japan. Okay. He's just looked round to the centre F like, what are you on about?
On the clock, Sasha.
It might have been he's got a super duper wide grip. I couldn't hear the conversation. Maybe he's a little too wide. Or the elbows. Yeah, his elbows look a little soft, don't they?
Nobody's
I
happy to
think it's
give him
the
the
elbows.
start. No, they want it re-racked. They're not happy. He said your feet
No, his
aren't
feet
down.
now
Get your
flat.
feet flat.
And this clock is, well, he's still got 44 seconds.
Yeah, he got another clock, so he's good. I'll tell you what, he's just risking it. He's right on the edge. Now he gets a start.
Yeah.
Sits it nice, but
A little too much waiting time.
no.
And, you know, you're draining.
It's thrown him off.
And that is his opener, so he is not on the board yet. And we have 3 lifters miss their openers in the bench press event, and the drama's starting to heat up here. Pressure's on.
And how many times do we see it? The lifter gets thrown off when the referees don't like the setup. And it just absolutely upsets the lifter and they stall and miss badly.
Yep. And obviously sometimes language can be a barrier. We have a Canadian head coach, head ref, so he had to look back and see what the issue was, readjust.
Darius Vazola, Poland, my goodness, he has been lifting for decades. I didn't see that.
His whole life.
Is that profile? I didn't see it, but my sense is decades.
And he's got the blocks as well, by the way. He's actually, he's going to be lifting at the World Games because Poland is hosting the World Games.
Yeah,
so he's
absolutely.
going to represent Poland there.
We're going to be there very, very soon. Here we go. Darius. Hits it hard, gets under it.
Now there's an opener for you.
That's it.
140 lift is good.
And him and Fedoshenko.
Now, Fedoshenko, this is when you're a dominant force. When it's bench press, 59 kilo, and it's a 20 kilo jump from the next lifter.
I know, right?
Now, if anyone can even jump 20 kilo from their opener to their final attempt, that's huge in any bench press, let alone 59 kilo bench press. This is how special a lifter Sergei Fedoshenko is.
I remember the first time I went to a Worlds as a coach and I saw Fedoshenko and my eyes popped out of my head, my jaw hit the floor. I was stunned. I just stood there mentally trying to compute what had I just seen. And
as you would suspect, he's stereotypical Russian, very calm, cool, collected, very steely-eyed as he's about to walk up there. Yeah.
And I know I never forgot. I thought, I don't know what I just saw. I didn't understand. My mind couldn't compute the strength of this guy. And of course, you can never forget someone who has such strength and composure. And year after year from then, I saw him. Those were in the equipped days when we didn't even have a classic event. And then I saw him transition just so perfectly into the raw lifting. And here he is now. He does it all, raw, equipped, still does it all.
I believe he might be in the World Games as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
And in a lot of ways, his biggest competition, ironically enough, is Ray Williams for the Wilks.
Yeah.
The biggest
and sinks it down.
The biggest and smallest champions.
He's actually, his competition's all about the ultimate champion of champions.
Yeah.
Not so much his class, it's about pound for pound or kilo for kilo being the strongest athlete overall. And I've got this image in my mind of a photograph of, who ultimately ends up out of the whole competition.
And who is your image for this one?
And I've seen, this is a historical photo that I saw.
Gotcha.
With the super heavyweight and Fedoshenko, this hilarious photo.
It's quite the David and Goliath face-off.
Yeah. And look, kilo for kilo on the planet, he's one of the strongest individuals and has been for years and years and years.
He's the most dominant force in his weight class.
That's right.
Now 105,
Muhammad
again on the bar,
Wakal.
And I think he might be on the board this time. Muhammad, who gave Fedoshenko a run for his money in the squat division, is now on the board.
Yep.
On the bar for Bill Tenorelli, United States of America.
Wow,
so, Fedoshenko is a great athlete, but may I just say, he's a really busy coach as well.
Is that right?
Yeah, yeah. He coaches in Russia, of course, but he also does online coaching, and I think he's gone outside of Russia. His English is getting right up there now.
Yeah.
So it was a bit closed years ago, but he's spreading right out as we see William, or Bill, maybe he goes by Bill, 110. Look clean. There it was, clean as a whistle.
Wild Bill Tenorelli.
There we
Couldn't
go.
resist.
And he's coached by Susie. Isn't Susie a champion? She's just gotten beaten up.
I can't believe. When I seen her backstage, I was like, you're working right now?
Yeah,
No time off, no rest for the wicked. She
she's just lifted her heart out.
Yeah.
And surely the body's tired and a bit sore.
And to keep like her composure, you got to make major decisions in these competitions as a handler.
Meanwhile, some of the other lifters who were in her weight class have gone off to refeed,
Yeah, and she
rest.
was born in the 60s, and these kids are
And
like
these
dying.
kids are off dying, and she has put the coach's shirt on,
Yeah.
probably ate a banana,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
is now coaching that athlete.
110 kilo
Chung-Lin.
jump from his opener.
Oh, did it go up and down?
You know what? A
Ryan?
10 kilo jump.
You think it did?
Too much? Yeah.
Yeah,
It's,
no good anyway.
And so who do you think, in terms of the battle between Fedoshenko and Ray Williams, as well as Dennis Cornelius is right up there as
Yep.
well. Last year he was in the top 3, and a lot of people are expecting him to be in the top 3 this year as well. Who do you think walks away with the best lifter overall of the tournament? Do you think it might be Fedoshenko?
Well, to be honest with you, I'm not following, and I haven't been following Ray Williams closely enough to understand exactly to answer that question with any intelligence. But
Story of my life, by the way, but go ahead.
I have been following Fedoshenko because you know, I just for some reason I find myself quite intrigued by his lifting, his videos,
Yep.
and you know, I've just known him a lot longer, and I've had a few little personal interactions with him at events. I'm just very short little hellos and a little chat, and it's only because we've become quite familiar with each other over the years. And he's a really nice guy.
He's a staple in
he's a
powerlifting
really
for
nice
sure.
guy.
He's always around.
Yeah.
Now,
Zafari.
Zafari, he's got to get on the board here.
Here we go. Oh,
my
my
gosh.
God.
This looks like
But
it might be a strength
What's
issue
going on?
now.
Oh, he folds the hands over the head.
That's not a good sign for...
He's defeated by this. But why? He's benching almost vertical. Where's the drop? Oh, he's lifted off as well.
And, the
butts
blocks, I
come
think,
off.
are too
They're
high.
too high.
Because
I just want to run out
his
to coach and
knees-
say, are those blocks too high? You
His
could have
knees are over the bench height, which can only... Yeah, like that's... You pump in the
to
leg
save
drive
this
when your knees
lifter.
are...
Should
when
I
you're-
go out and ask, do they want lower blocks?
You can. I'll man
Will
the
you
wheel.
man the fort?
I will man the
Because
fort.
I'll do anything to
And-
help
and
it.
Look who else is wearing 2 hats, also coaching now.
Coaching Iran.
Yeah,
No,
go
seriously,
ahead,
I'm
go
going to go. Okay, leave me here.
I believe he's from Iran, though. You might need to get a translator.
No, we had a problem.
And here's the struggle, the 122.5.
Give him a big round of applause.
But he had bought himself some insurance with that easy opener. And really, the time to gamble is the second, preferably third attempt. You want to take an opener you could hit any day, even on your deathbed. Take something, I believe it was Calvin Aiken when he stepped in with the commentary booth with me, and Calvin had won the World Championships in the Masters. He said,
Bars loaded.
pick a weight that you could rep for a triple and then knock off another 10 kilo. Now, Calvin's a super heavyweight, so maybe not 10 kilo if you're a 59 kilo lifter, but you get the point.
127.5
Pick a weight you would never miss
He hails from the Ukraine.
for your openers. And Alexei from the Ukraine with a 127.5 kilo second attempt. This is a 7.5 kilo increase from his opener. Well, it moves up well enough.
The lift is good.
I'm back.
Yeah, and
I went for a jog. I found Iran.
what did you say? What happened?
They were out there with no idea. They would look defeated.
And so you let him know, and they said,
I said, Iran, the blocks are too high. And he just looked at me and said, the coach, and said, 5 centimetres? And I said, yeah 5. And
Yeah.
he said, go change. I said, I can't. You have to.
yeah, no, I think it's a
I'm not doing it
conflict of
for you,
interest.
man.
Yeah.
I'm the commentator.
This is where my help ends, my
This
friend.
is it.
Do you want me to chalk us back as well?
Oh, you want me to lift it for you?
That's right.
So hopefully, he came out and changed it on the card. Well, what else are we going to do? And I said, put 5 and tell your boy to bear through his heels, because he had virtually nothing sort of through the heels, did he?
That and whatever he did have, it just made his butt rise up.
I feel panic-stricken for him.
7.5 kilo
Ah.
added to this gentleman's total.
All right.
And we have another lifter who had failed on his opener, Takaharu from Japan.
What? Oh, if I have to go out there again,
I was gonna
seriously,
say.
I'm going to do my block here.
Yeah.
What happened to him? Oh, dear.
It's yeah, we'll see. Now the Japanese are
I'll need a
usually
shirt.
very good with their benching, very good with their bench setup. And that moves smooth. That moved very smooth. No major struggles there. He should have that.
So I'm running back here,
Yes, yep.
and everyone thinks it's hilarious that I'm jogging. What's so funny about that?
Powerlifters do not do cardio.
Franklin Leon, Ecuador. He went all right with that 130, didn't he? Yep.
He's all right enough to jump 10 kilo.
What's happening? I'm getting photos sent to me. Oh my God, what is this?
Is that you? What is that?
Oh. You know what one has to be aware of is that there's photos everywhere.
And
There's photographers everywhere in this joint.
everything is well documented for the record. And Leon. Franklin Leon.
Oh,
Just easily
stunning.
added 10 kilo to his
Good
total.
job,
I
boss.
assume. Yes, he did.
Sanchez, the coach, just gives me the wink and says, yeah, we're on the money.
Well timed. And so you see how easily a 10 kilo jump for a second attempt was.
Yeah.
So he opened with 10 kilo less, and that was easy. That's a good attempt for an
Yep.
opener.
Vazola now 145 for the silver, the second place at this point of time in the bench.
Pacing himself for a
20
silver?
years competing. There you go.
Yeah, you were saying, yeah, that's a 2-decade veteran.
What is hobbies women?
Is that right?
Kidding me?
That's a fact.
Right. Well, then I can understand. Okay.
That's a fact, ladies and gentlemen. That's a fact, Gino said.
Right.
That's not rumor.
It probably means something else.
You think that
No.
women is different in Poland? Swimming, he meant to.
Swimming.
Swimming, perhaps.
He's a very strong man. Just get a load of this. There you go.
Wow.
Oh,
Rizola.
Well
it's
done.
just powerful. It's just super powerful.
Yeah, he will represent the home country of the World Games well in July.
Sergey Fedoshenko.
And here's the man, the myth, the legend, Sergey Fedoshenko,
167.5.
pacing himself for what else? A gold medal.
167.5. Yeah, well, that's right.
Now, the gold medal is without question, but it's the world record.
Yeah. So perfectly taking those steps now.
Yep, he's setting himself up to make a possible run at it. And he's also, in the back of his mind, he wants to be the champion of champions. He wants to bring the Best Lifter award back home to Russia. So he's also got to battle the two Americans, Dennis Cornelius, Ray Williams, and every other champion that's going to be winning their divisions.
Yep. And that's why, he looks after his weight as well. Even though he's such an outstanding champion in this weight class, he still watches his weight because he's working on points.
There's a bigger picture here.
Big picture. Oh,
wow.
Did he
no,
stall?
Wowzers.
Oh, I don't
and
know if I've
Superman
ever saw that.
has a chink in his
Oh,
arm. No,
he
he's,
looks down and goes,
you know
hang
what?
on.
Let's take that slow-mo. I
Something's
think
wrong.
his blocks slid on his first attempt, but not as drastic.
Let's have
Take a look at the block.
Oh,
Look
the
at
carpet's
that.
all totally buckled and buggered up.
Look at
And
that thing
No,
move.
that's no good.
Yeah.
Look at that. The jury has agreed and they're coming down. Another attempt.
Another attempt.
Or as the jury member said, another attempt. He's the French president. And hey, what's happened to my mic? And we will get another attempt. Another attempt. That was dodgy as all get out, that block, though. The spotter tries to hold it together with his foot. Did you see
Yeah,
that?
he did his
He's like,
best.
whoops,
didn't he?
that's
Yeah,
not right.
Let me help you out here, kind sir. And are they going? Are
They're
they
going to do it straight away. So we've got 4 minutes. So you and I got to have a chat, or we could have a look at this photo.
So we were saying
that just
earlier.
got handed to me by the professional photographer here at the championship.
Now, what is going on here? Is that you running? Is that a snapshot of your run? Maybe that's why everybody's laughing if you run like that.
Of course, we've got Gino walking in front. There we go. So if you would like some professional photography, you never know what they'll take a photo of, though.
No, they're snapping constantly.
You've got to see the guy here who does the professional photography, because he takes beautiful pictures of you, whether you like it or not, and you get some lovely photos.
Nothing escapes his lens. Now, what company was that right there? Do you know?
Actually, I don't know, but he's the guy here who's got the setup. So if you're at the venue here, you can get on that right here and now. But also, while I'm talking about photography, if you're an athlete and you haven't lifted yet, you can jump online to 9for9.com, media.com, and you can pre-order some photography.
I wasn't aware of that.
Yeah.
I thought
And
you can make your decision afterwards, but
no, you've got to pre-order, because he needs the photographer. Jim Ellie has to run around and take the pictures. It makes sense if you think about it, Ryan.
Absolutely.
Just put a little bit of thought
that's
into
right,
it.
and that's probably
Yeah, just a little bit of thought, and then he can take all your pictures.
Yeah.
And he knows what package you want, and then he takes the pictures, and you can get the pictures.
Wowzers.
Yeah.
Well, I better place my order.
Well, yes, because you compete on
Friday. Yeah.
He's water loading, and it's been hard.
Cheers.
There we go. So if you're an athlete, get on and get your pictures, because you want to have nice pictures of you lifting.
And here's a good product shot. I'm water loading with Dorito Water Aqua. Thank you for your sponsorship. I never felt better. It's such an enjoyable water load.
Going in and going out, people.
That's right.
It's great to work with this. This is also a good moment for us to talk about our sponsors. Now, Elico are the major sponsor of IPF monetarily, but also product-wise. They provide and supply a lot of racks, platforms, weights.
Top-of-the-line equipment.
Yeah, and they give us a lot of equipment that we send around the world developmentally to develop our regions as we go. We've got 2 minutes for Sergei Fedoshenko to get back on this platform. He looks like he's getting ready. He wants to storm out now.
Yeah, he doesn't need 2 minutes. That's a fighter for you.
There we go. So he's back on. But seriously, Elico have been extremely generous for the development of our sport and our athletes, and that's what it's all about. So hopefully those blocks look like they're... Let's have a good look at them. Yep, they look like they're right now.
Let's
and
see.
He's going to be able to get his... Wait a minute, is his foot on that? His foot's not even on that one.
On that block.
No, that's not right either. Oh, yes.
Well, he'll take it, I'm sure.
We've seriously got to get that block fixed, people. Okay.
3 weights. Yeah, that heel is not on that block. Half a foot.
That block's not right. The block's so not right. They know. The block's not right. Broken in half.
The block is broken in half, I guess. And Muhammad, who gave Fedoshenko a run for his money in the squat event, is going to jump 7.5 kilo to 112.5 kilo for his third and final bench attempt.
Apparently there's no block shop open at 7:30 at night to fix. That's what I'm getting told. Block shop shut.
Well, it was enough for Fedoshenko to nail that bench. No complaints from him.
No, but yeah, all right. Muhammad.
Whoa, the brakes come on quick. Wow, those brakes came on quick.
The bench brakes.
Yep. 7.5 kilo is a pretty big jump for this body weight for the bench event.
Bill Tenerelli. Apologies if it doesn't go by Bill.
Well,
but
Bill.
typically Williams do. And I'll say cyber security, Bill Tenorelli comes steaming out for 115.
5-kilo jump.
Yeah, he went well in the squat, didn't he?
You know,
200.
he's definitely a medal contention, and 5 kilo will really help him build that total.
Oh,
Wow.
squeezes it up, all right.
Handles that 5-kilo jump well,
Go, Bill. Yes.
and he's setting himself up nicely to pop on a couple extra kilo onto that total.
I wonder if he comes from Susie's stable.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure where Bill's from. Now, Susie,
Susie.
she is one of the head coaches for Team USA.
Yeah, I realise she is, but you'd think, even so, to come straight out after her lifting.
And to say, I'm not going to break right after
Yeah.
lifting, and yeah.
You'd think they'd give her a break.
Yeah. I bet you the
Maybe
coaching
he's
staff
special
said
to her.
IPF Open World Champion.
120 staying on the bar for Lynn. He had failed at 120 in his second attempt, but he had bought himself.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, nicely done. He had bought himself a little bit of insurance by hitting that opener, and someone who did not hit their 120 opener, unfortunately, was the Iranian lifter. Now let's see if they took your advice.
Oh, I'm
You
feeling nervous.
I feel a little nervous too. You know what this means? If he doesn't hit it, he
Just-
will not register a total at these World Championships.
Okay, so obviously coach has got that registered in. The 5 centimetre blocks are down. Look, he is not a tall lifter. I'm getting a look at him now.
Yeah,
so hopefully the 5 centimetre blocks are going to do enough for him. But frankly, I just want him to bear down as well. That another strategy is to bear down through his heels. To give him some launch power. That's what we'd be hoping to see, because he's not bearing through and getting some launch power. But I'm really hoping he needed a strategy. He had nothing. I went out there and they were defeated.
That was obviously not working.
Yeah, and
you
sometimes
got nothing to lose.
even
Try
just
something
having a
different.
strategy, you just have some hope. Here we go. Come on, mate.
Let's see what happens here.
There we
go.
Come on, come,
Oh,
come.
please, no.
Oh, no. It was a better attempt.
Yeah, but they're
But,
just. How many times
um,
can you attempt the same weight though? You're
it
gonna your
was-
gas tank.
And I'm seriously, he was just going vertical. It's just so hard
not
to
gonna
get that
happen.
kind of lift like that.
Well, his knees were lower and he's in better
He's
position
in
anyways.
much better position, but he flares his elbows way too
soon.
early.
Way too
and
soon.
His wrists are too straight. Like, there's a couple of things you and I can see straight away, but that you can't correct that at Worlds. You've got to do that beforehand.
It can't feel foreign to you
or
when
you
you
have
get
to
out
have
there.
a lighter weight on there.
And that really is the biggest, suggestion. You should have opened lighter.
Yeah, I don't know what.
Open to
where
the
that
point
number
where
came from.
open light enough that if the wheels totally fall off, you'll always hit it.
Yeah, I just don't know where that number came from in their thinking with that particular, anyway, whatever. But Rahor here, Belarus.
Taking another 122.5 kilo. Well, the elbows are out, but he's fighting.
He's got nothing now.
Yeah, the elbows just flew out pretty quick as well. And that might be just a situation. Look, when it's heavy, it wants to open you up.
Yeah.
And now it's just a little too heavy. You
Yep.
see here, it's tucked nicely in the descent. They fly out immediately as soon as the weight comes on. And at this point, it's just not, he's not in position to finish that lift.
Yep.
Alexei Ushikov. Bars loaded, 132 pounds. Ushikov, Ukraine.
Alexei from
Come on,
Ukraine.
Ushikov.
5-kilo jump from the second attempt. 132.5 kilo on the bar.
So some pretty decent weight getting put on this bar now for these final attempts in the bench press. Oh, nice touch, but can't
No.
get into the
Credit for his first two. Good.
second portion of the bench press there once it gets up off the chest.
Yeah, you got about an inch off the chest, and
Yeah.
that load came on quick.
Bars loaded, Dmitry Bikolstead.
It's got a nice, strong, wide base with the legs.
Yeah. It's a great technique, but
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just
It's the weight.
it's the weight. Dimitri 132.
Attempting to go 3 for 3, and not many people are going to be a walk away from
No way.
this bench session 3 for 3.
No, there's a bit of carnage here, I have to say. Oh,
gosh.
throws a book at it, but
You know what? We got
Harley.
quite a bit of red on this bench session.
This is not good.
I mean, he grabs the back of the hip, the left side. Oh,
We
he's-
saw that earlier, didn't
oh,
we?
and he's
Hopefully,
spitting as he comes off.
hopefully he adjusts in a deadlift, because we saw that earlier
Ah,
and the young lady
right.
bombed out.
I don't know what he was spitting, but he's spitting as he's coming off.
Bars loaded.
He was in a bad way as he came off that bench. He not only grabbed the top of his glute, or the and I think it was the top of his glute, like quite badly, but he started spitting. I don't know whether he was sick or
Yeah.
what, or whether he's
We know that can happen as well.
yeah, he's not in a good way.
Now the Japanese lifter, this is a 10K increase from his second attempt. That's a pretty big
Takahara.
jump.
Oh, he gets stapled.
That's a massive jump. Look at this is all types of
Yeah.
missed attempts right now.
You know, you have to say these guys
We had a bomb out. Look at the sea
are
of red on the
really
scorecard.
putting some hard attempts up. You know, there's nothing safe about building totals and getting kilos on the board here.
Yeah.
A lot of these guys are putting numbers up that are really risky.
When you're the bench event, already someone's bombed out, and you know, there's at the very least most of these guys got their totals secured. But going into the deadlift event, if you're gassing out or if you feel like this isn't your day, hopefully they make the adjustments, particularly the individual who grabbed the side. We see somebody left the bench event injured, register a total. I don't care how light that opener is for deads.
And I just want to say, like, they're benching to failure.
It's not technical. It's a strength issue on this particular day anyways.
Franklin Leon.
Okay, the Lion may get a 3 for 3. He'd be only the second lifter so far to get a 3 for 3, and he does.
Well done.
Lionheart, Franklin Leon from Ecuador. I
Now,
love the socks, by the way.
Vazola, you expect his experience to show through as well.
Yeah, he's got 2 on the board.
And he looks solid in that second one. Like, he's super strong. He's an incredibly strong guy. And I would have thought he's got the 5. The second one didn't look like he hasn't got 5 in him.
Next month.
So I would back him for it, and this will be the silver in the bench press for him.
Yep. Franklin Leon currently resting
Yeah.
in
Well,
silver place, but
Sorry, I beg your pardon. He's already got the silver because he's lighter than Franklin.
Ah, that's
yeah,
right.
Sorry about that.
of course,
So he's your silver medalist in the bench press regardless.
but he would like to add to his total with another
Yep.
5 kilo.
Oh, he gets under it. Oh, my gosh,
I
he's
believe
so
he just
strong.
did.
Isn't he strong, though?
And you had called
Yeah,
it.
thumbs up.
You had called it. His experience, he's a consummate professional, and he was picking attempts correctly. And the best way to build a
This
total.
is it. I mean, he doesn't do crazy, stupid things. He doesn't do risky things. He's an intelligent lifter.
Yeah.
The previous world record
Fedoshenko.
was 100.
And he's
Is
going to
now-
treat us with a world record attempt.
Yes.
You know who it was held by.
There we go.
It was
Open
held
world
by
record
Sergey
time, Fedoshenko.
He's looking
He
for
had
his
block
own
issues,
world record by
and
65
that's the only thing that could
kilos.
explain a missed attempt on a second attempt for
Look at
this
his-
man.
Look at his face right now. He's about to attempt a world record. Look, this guy looks like he's about to
A round of applause for
walk his
Sergey.
dog.
Oh, Sergey. I just absolutely love watching this guy lift. He's just an absolute professional. And
He's calm, cool, collected.
yeah, he's just a brilliant lifter. And he's just going to give it everything. You know that. He's going to give it everything. He's trained for this. And half a block or no half a block. He's going to give it everything. Sinks it in. Oh, I think it's no good. Oh, and it bounced back onto the chest. Geez, I hope that didn't hurt him.
It just happened so quickly. It's so hard to grab. Well, he doesn't look.
He's moving pretty slowly, I can tell you. That did take the wind out of him.
And
Get a load of this.
As tough as he is, he says nothing.
No, he doesn't look back. Oh, it comes
Look how
up and then it
quickly it
just
comes back
falls
down,
straight.
yeah.
Oh, and the head falls up. That does hurt him. It took the wind out of
folded
him.
a little.
Of course it's going to. So we're back on just to let you know that Fedoshenko obviously takes the gold there without any question in the bench press from Vizzola, who takes the silver. Franklin got the bronze. I guess that's the way we thought it'd shape up.
You know what? I mean, obviously, it's extremely difficult. You'd be a fool with your money to bet against Fedoshenko. However, having said that, we do have some battles for some medals still to come, and the deadlift event is probably where it's going to be. It's going to come down to the deadlift once again, and we have some breakout guys like the lifter from Ecuador, Leon, who's coming through with a 575. Now, in terms of the projected, that's not crazy off 635 for Fedoshenko. I'm not saying he's going to bridge that gap this year in the deadlifts, but looking ahead, Fedoshenko, he's comfortable in terms of a pick, but he does have competition coming.
Yep.
And so we'll see how it all shakes up.
Hope you enjoyed that bench pressing. Give us 20 minutes and we'll be back for the deadlift to conclude this weight class.
And welcome back to the World Championships here in Minsk, Belarus. And it looks like we might have ourselves a battle in the 59 kilo open. Fedoshenko's opening with 240. And surprise, surprise, William Tenorelli of the U.S. is going to open with 232.5, giving Fedoshenko a bit of a go.
I know. Somebody is taking it to Fedoshenko.
Wow.
Who does that?
Could Fedoshenko possibly be leaving without a gold medal?
I don't know. It's
Let's
an
see.
opener.
It is. Wow. Yeah. If ever you get excited about an opener, it's when it's close to Fedoshenko.
I don't know what's going on. But there's also someone who's going to open on 230.
Yeah, you know what? There's some guys taking stabs at Fedoshenko. Superman might have a chink in his armor.
People are having a go at Fedoshenko.
It's brave. It's brave. We'll see how hard these openers are.
But first, Darius Vazola, Poland, 190. Actually, all these openers are quite up there.
Yeah.
So they're not as far off as the previous couple of events, the squat and the bench press. They've all concertinaed up in the deadlift. So it'll more be about where we finish the deadlift than where we start the deadlift.
Yeah. 100%.
Righto. That's not Darius Vazola at all.
There's a little confusion here.
There we go.
No.
That's Alexei.
Well, look at the scorecard
But that's
here.
180 on the bar. Now we've got confusion. So what have we got? What is on that bar? Is it 180? And then we've got the Kazakhstan, Dmitry. Okay, this is Dmitry. Here we go. Righto, everyone's where they're supposed to be. Cool.
And he's on the board, established his total. Nice, smooth, easy enough opener. It's a little bit of work. And again, I know I'm repeating myself, but no matter how many times I'm repeating myself, there's always somebody who gets their hand slapped reaching into that cookie jar. You want to open fairly low. Just get yourself on the board, solidify your total. If you're planning on your opener going towards your total, you're gambling.
Here's Vazola now. 190 for his opener. So where Darius loses a bit of ground is on the deadlift here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The lift is...
You know, levers obviously come into play with so many lifts. So will the grip in terms of if your small fingers wrapping around that bar and grip strength. It gets tough. Now, Fedoshenko is almost inhuman with all round, but he should be, 240, we're going into the 500s.
I was going to say, again, you hear small people perhaps talk about the small hands because that bar is the same bar whether you weigh 40 kilos or 200 kilos in this sport. Unlike weightlifting, where women have a different bar, as we see Alexei take 200. Oh, Lord.
Oh, wow.
What
Okay.
the?
Look, we've had enough drama on the bench press event, and he didn't
I don't
break
think I
ground.
can take this.
He didn't break ground. It wasn't like, well, if he does this, that, and the other, that's, he broke ground, but just barely.
So now,
okay, so
what I was going to say was,
Yeah.
if you're a small person or a big person, we have exactly the same bar. Now, small hands with small, short fingers, short hands and short fingers, are going to have trouble wrapping around that bar to even get all the way around the bar. Now, people talk about that being a disadvantage. I don't want to hear it because these people have got that problem.
Yeah, you hear, everyone's got those buddies. I don't
That's
deadlift much,
right.
but I got small hands.
Yeah.
I've seen worse,
Yeah,
buddy,
I've
and they've
seen
made it happen.
Exactly, and I feel like saying, listen here, I have seen Fedoshenko's hands.
Yeah.
Don't give me
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
His hands are actually shorter in length than my hands.
Oh, I believe that,
I'm 5'1" lady. I've got small hands. Here we have Ebahara, Japan.
Beautiful lockout. Beautiful lockout.
That is awesome opener.
This is good.
So I want to say, look, there's people who have short hands.
Franklin.
If you're serious about this sport, You train yourself to hang on. You just do the work.
That's it. Don't make excuses. Where
Don't
there's a
make
will, there's a way. Now, are we going to see more drama in terms of missed lifts like we did in the bench press event, here in the deadlift event?
Yeah.
We just might. We already seen somebody. It would, by the way the Ukrainian could barely budge that 200 kilo, it looks like it'd take a miracle for him to stay in the game now.
Look at this fantastic singlet, though, of
Yeah.
Ecuador. I love the Ecuadorian.
Patriotic singlet here.
Go Titan.
And he's sure to grab some gnarling in his grip.
Yeah, he's got a handful of knurling, and he snaps it
Nicely
through.
done.
There you go, Leon.
And that's what an opener should look like.
There we
Smooth,
go.
controlled.
Struts off. Oh, I love the attitude.
Bars loaded. Each
Almost to
on
say
leg.
there's plenty more in the
Chinese
tank.
private
That's
pay,
it.
210 kilos.
You know, it looks more and more, if Fedoshenko is a lock for gold, the Ecuadorian Leon, it looks like more and more a lock for silver.
Yeah. World record junior total, because he's
Wow.
a junior.
Yeah.
World record.
Now, this
in
would be his
total.
second world record in the juniors for him.
World record in total.
I believe he took one in the
Yeah,
squats.
yeah, that's right. So, setting records in his actual age category. As he goes,
Wow.
he snaps it through
And that's a new
like it's nothing.
world
And he's
record
born in
junior
94.
world record total. Give him a round of applause.
So he's got a bright future ahead of
Thank
him.
you, Dennis.
I remember that year. Just for people who are new to powerlifting, everybody in powerlifting is basically an open, right?
Bars loaded.
But
Vedrad,
if you are in certain age groups,
Safari.
you are also a
Iran.
sub-junior or a junior or a master 1 or a master 2, master 3, etc. But you can potentially be you are an open lifter as well, so you can compete like that.
Yep.
Here's Mahadrad Zafari, Iran.
Nicely done. Now, he had bombed out in the bench, so he won't have a total that's official, but it doesn't mean he can't deadlift and pull his day around.
Of course. So he, as you would expect, goes on with his lifting and gets his does his deadlift. Obviously, with great disappointment because one bench would have had him total.
You know, you got to pick your openers. Your opener is almost as important as your third attempt in that respect.
Bars loaded.
More
Rio.
so.
Belarus,
Look,
220 kilos.
You know, in powerlifting, nobody wants anyone to disqualify due to not being able to get
Yeah.
a lift on the board.
No, yeah, that's true. Even if it's competition, you
I
may
just
want
don't
to
want-
defeat them, but
yeah,
you don't want them
not
to
like
get
that.
yeah,
Not like that.
ground in the ground like a cigar. It's just a terrible feeling.
Rahor, 220. Big opener. Chest comes up.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a strong lad.
Lift is good.
Great. Unprecedented action on my part, I must admit. Dropped the mic and ran around the back. Offer what little...
Unprecedented, eh? Well, unless there's a photographer in the wrong place, anyways.
Oh, yes, I will. That's right. I've dropped the mic and gone and told off photographers in the wrong spot.
Siberian
Muhammad
Supernatural.
Lakhal, Algeria, 230. Big opener. So here comes...
Yeah, he's also within shot of taking Fedoshenko's gold.
So we've got the last three top openers now who
It
have
should,
got some seriously big openers.
it should be noted it was Muhammad who gave Fedoshenko a run for his money in the squats.
And over the years, Muhammad's just kept training and chipping away to try and muscle in on Fedoshenko's territory.
Nicely
It's all
played.
coming to fruition.
Nicely played with that wordplay. Muscling in.
Ooh, do you like that? Oh, here we go. Here we go. There it is.
Yeah, you know what? There's a little bit of knee shaking, etc. for an opener. Let's see how Fedoshenko handles his opener.
Which is good.
I mean, you gotta really think
All right, here comes Bill Tenorelli.
for Muhammad.
4
He's
times
really
his body
got to
weight.
risk a lot to stay in touch with
Barnes
Fedoshenko.
loaded.
You know what? I think, and some guys knee shake no matter what the weight is, so that should be noted. Wow, look at Tenorelli
Wow.
is hyped up more than you would expect for an opener.
Oh, conventional. Go, mate. Oh, I like it.
But it comes up
I
with
like it a lot.
Look how long his arms are. He might for real give Fedoshenko a go. Those
I'd like to
arms
see
are. Look how long his arms are.
World record holder.
Those are deadlift arms.
Righto.
Opening up with more than 4 times his body weight.
So,
Sergey.
Yeah, more than 4 times his body weight as an opener.
you know, when we've talked about the rare people who can
Arms
deadlift
loaded.
4
Sergey.
times their body weight raw, we've turned ourselves inside out. We actually announced this quite calmly when it comes to Sergey Fedoshenko. And I just realised really the unfairness of that. We should be turning ourselves inside out, and we've become so accustomed to him being so outstanding. Just like
gosh.
that, Fedoshenko!
Yeah, that's over 4 times his body weight. Look at this.
This is good.
Now, that was the easiest opener of the bunch.
And
Top of the
can
order.
I go out on a limb and say that's your world champion lift there? Can I say it?
Yeah, I think that's assured.
That's it. There's your world champion.
Yeah, nobody's bridging that kind of a gap.
Nah.
That's a 60-kilo gap.
It can't be done.
No,
Bars loaded.
it would take a miracle. Now, 190 kilo being loaded on the bar for Dimitri from Kazakhstan. A 10-kilo jump.
Yep. And Dimitri pulled that really well, that opener. So
Kazakhstan.
that seems quite reasonable. Just keep in mind the world record for Sergey Fedoshenko holds it at 271.
Oh, it's a slow grind. It is a 10-kilo jump, so you'd expect that much. And it's 3 white lights, so he's 2 for 2 nonetheless. I don't expect a big jump in his 3rd attempt.
Lift is good.
So Fedoshenko's put up 260 as his second attempt, 20 kilo on it. Again, can't help but think he's taken that safe incremental step to go have a nudge at the world record deadlift.
And we say safe incremental 20 kilo in this weight class, but this is Fedoshenko.
Yeah.
Now, we take a look here. 200 kilo being loaded on the bar once again for Alexei from Ukraine, and he is in
Bars
a
loaded.
very tough position of only breaking the ground for a centimeter.
And may I just say, Alexei, Alashenko.
You hope the best for him. Oh my gosh!
Oh no!
No.
But now I had renewed confidence. He failed to break ground, and take a look at this. I mean, that's just at the lockout. So it is possible. It is possible. He's in a bad situation. I've missed twice. Initially, I was telling myself, "Oh my God,
Yep.
did he jump
Yep.
at 10 kilo? Why on earth would Alexei from Ukraine miss 200 twice and jump at the 210? Why on
He
earth would
did
you do
what?
Bars loaded.
That seems-
No,
that?
that's got to be a mistake.
Well, you could change that twice, but that's got to be a mistake. Unless they thought they put that in. I don't know. You don't risk bombing. I think he might actually be able to have 200 kilo with the proper adjustment. I can't believe he went from barely breaking the ground to all the way up and failing a lockout. He's failed at the bottom. He's failed at the top.
Vizzola, 208. Sucks it in, pulls it back and up. Oh, it's
Nice.
perfect.
Nicely done.
That's how you
This
deadlift.
is good.
I tell you what, he's working hard. What?
Easy for Gino to say. Look at I guess he's implying it was easy work. That's what he means.
It's very easy.
There we go.
Best is 240. Bar is loaded.
Ah, gotcha, Gino. Now,
Ibihara, Japan now, 215 he's taking. He's also working hard here.
Nakahara.
Consistent. As we observe the Japanese coming out in SBD all over the place, so must be a
Oh, no.
He drops it. Left hand drops it first.
another fail
Well,
at the top. Now, that was a pretty big 15-kilo jump.
just looks at the nails, must have tore a bit as it's at the fingertip. Oh, he tries to hang on, it just pulls through. Tore a bit of skin off, I reckon.
You know, these are pretty big jumps for the 59-kilo class.
It is, they are, yeah. Franklin only took the 10-kilo jump.
Yeah, and we obviously say only in relative to how
Yeah.
big these other ones have been.
Yeah.
I would have thought 10 kilo would be around where these guys would be, but for their jumps. Let's see how Franklin handles 220.
Oh, gosh, he's solid. Look at the musculature, though.
Ecuador, 220 on the bar.
Digs those hands in. When you've got short hands, every single millimetre of your hand has to be wrapped around. Oh, it's a beautiful lift, coach.
Yep. Well chosen. He's choosing his attempts very well, and he's putting together a pretty good total. I think, obviously, the polls could make a move to take that silver medal from him,
Yeah,
but he's building a case.
yeah. Yeah. Lin now, what's he going, 220 as well?
Bar is
Okay.
loaded. Yi Chun Lin.
Gosh, he's got a big future, this guy. Junior,
Yeah,
lifting here in the open.
to say the least. If Fedoshenko's still around in 10 years, he's got to fight.
Yeah, I mean, him and the Ukraine are the young ones of the pack. But this one's the youngest, and gosh,
Born in 94.
yeah.
Wow, okay.
You and me.
That could have been an
Ooh,
opener.
impressive.
This is good.
He's got a wicked deadlift on him.
Look how quickly his hips pop through, shoulders back.
He's a deadlift
Yeah,
specialist.
yeah.
Gosh, that takes some energy to do that, though, doesn't it?
You know, the speed that he broke the floor. Usually sumo has a problem breaking the floor with speed,
He
and
just
no
blasted
issues
off.
there, yeah.
And the thing is, you know, he's already maxed out. He's been maxing all day, and he's coming out deadlifting like that.
Oh, to be young again. And a 22.5-kilo jump for Zafari. That's quite the
Wow.
jump.
Yeah. Zafari. Well,
That's a massive jump for this weight class.
this was this was his lift. Obviously, bench wasn't. But deadlift was his lift. He's a great deadlifter. And he's opened very conservatively with the 210.
Yeah, and at the very least, he's done that. I don't know if this is a little too much to.
Oh, Lord.
Well, I feel like I jinxed him, but I was about to say,
that's
I
just
don't know
too
if
heavy.
this is. Like, why though? Okay, so if you're having. How many attempts do you want to get when the world's watching? You know, you could catch up. If your goal is I want to end up with a big dead, at least grab the first two so you feel confident in when you walk away.
I got no idea. I
The
don't
guy
know
at
what
22 and a half
rationale
kilos,
is.
just
Yeah.
a massive jump.
Yeah, no clue from me.
Thank you.
237.5 for Mohammed from Algeria. No such sort of attempt selection strategy.
Much
from
more
him.
reasonable. If he fails it, that's fine. It was reasonable. If you're going to fail a reasonable attempt, what are you going to do? It is what it is on
Yeah.
that given day.
This is going to get him into second position at this point of time in the deadlift. So sensible and measured.
Yeah, he's piecing together a pretty good day for himself.
Yeah. Wraps the hands around.
Okay. Oh, no, just at the knees. You know, he had a little pain there as he let it down.
Yeah.
I'm wondering.
Yep. I thought I saw that too. He winced, didn't he?
Yeah, right. Watch these. Oh, right there.
Oh, it hurt him.
Something's hurting, yeah.
Something's hurting.
But he had assured his total with a good placed opener.
And that could be telling that he's not going to either come out again or he's not going to put that up or anything. He might not get it.
He seems like a tough guy, so he might come out again. But like you said, whether coming out again and getting it are two different things.
Yeah.
Now a 20-kilo jump.
What?
These are huge jumps
Wow.
in the 59-kilo class.
This guy is incredibly strong in the back.
And he's the local lifter. He's got the crowd behind him.
Yeah. He's got a great deadlift. So he could surprise all in the deadlift, depending on how everyone goes. Strong-backed man breaks it.
Smokes.
He does smoke it. Can he hold it? Yes,
Wow.
he does.
Wow.
Wow. All
And
right.
I think he might have hook gripped that. Despite having alternated grip to compensate, see that
Yeah,
thumb?
that thumb's
thumb
hooked.
that's a hook grip.
Yep. He's hook gripped it.
Well, you know, so we're talking about you got small hands. A lot of people either do alternated grip or double over hook grip. Very few will mix the both and do alternated double hook grip. You make it work. We had said that earlier. We don't want excuses.
Find a way.
Find a way. And he did and added 20 kilo to his total.
So solve the problem
That's
of
it.
how to shift the weight.
The problem solver. That's his new nickname. Okay. Now the American, he's giving Fedoshenko a bit of a run. Fedoshenko made a huge jump, but
Here's Bill. I reckon he's good for it.
Wild
I'm going to
Bill.
yell him through it. Come on, Bill! Come
Oh, wow. What a fighting Bill.
There it is.
Beautiful.
Nicely
Beautiful.
done, Bill.
3 wide. No, 2.
And you know what? Two's good enough.
Good.
What a hell of a fight there.
Look at this. Comes through patiently. Doesn't jerk. Doesn't carry on.
Oh, holding just upright.
Oh,
you know,
nice.
that down command couldn't have come sooner.
Yeah, that's right. And Sergei Fedoshenko was expressionless as he walked past him.
Yeah, exactly.
He
It'd
just
take a
looks
lot
down.
to make that man impressed, I'm sure. And Fedoshenko, even going for a world record. Wow, look at that.
Whoa, did
Look
you
at-
see that?
we tell you, Susan is a fighter.
Oh,
I'll
and
tell you what, she just
Shots
shoulder
fired.
charged
you'd,
into
you'd
Sergei.
like to believe that was by accident. Oh, I'm sure it was.
260.
We like to
So-
write little background stories sometimes, don't we? Give us an inch, we'll take a mile.
Drama. High drama on the second attempt. 260. Come on, Sergei.
And a 20-kilo increase.
Come on, come on. There it is.
Oh my gosh.
There's the second step towards the big record that's coming next, I'm sure of it.
Yeah, he's got nothing to lose here.
I'll have to say, Sergei's my favourite.
Oh,
I'll declare my hand.
I'll declare my head. And it took you up to the last deadlift to do that, though.
I had to be sure.
That's-
I wasn't sure about
I
it.
had to be sure.
No, look, he is. I've watched him all these years. He's a terrific athlete, and as I've said, he is a really nice guy, and he puts so much back into the sport. He's a great coach and whatnot.
And 195 being loaded on the bar by Dmitry from Kazakhstan. Now, Dmitry, he hit both of his first attempts, well, both of his previous attempts, and took a 10-kilo jump from his opener. So he opened well within reason, and taking a smaller 5-kilo jump here. His attempt selection looks solid. And 5 kilo definitely looks within reason. No, just a little much. You know, the drop off when you start gassing, and he's limping off, and that could be a good reason why. You know, ordinarily 5 kilos doesn't break the bank quite that harshly, but yeah, if you're sustaining an injury there. And Darius from Poland, 5 kilo jump. And we're told, I'm just going to take a look at his previous Okay, you know what Gino had said? He had pulled 240
He's in the bronze
on his
medal
nomination
position.
deadlift. It was 210.
He's got 205 kilos on the bar.
So this is going to be
And
work,
the
and keep in mind as well, he will be representing Poland a month from now. He certainly looks amped up for this. Battling it out for a medal position. He needs this if he wants to go home for a medal on the podium for the overall. Oh my gosh, it's a fight to get off the ground. It looks like he locked it out though. And Darius picks up 3 white lights.
Oh, nice.
Now, that's put him in a position where he's going to force Tenerelli from the U.S. to pull 260, which is a 15-kilo jump, if he wants his bronze medal and to hop onto that podium. Now, Tenerelli had to do work for 245. Does he have 260 in him? He really has nothing to lose to go for it. Whether or not it's likely. Now, take a look at this. Alexi missed 200 twice, missed it off the floor and barely broke ground, then missed it on the lockout, just a second or two away from getting that down command, and increase the bar 10 kilo and is risking bombing out of the competition for a 10-kilo jump. And looking at this, I'm not sure why he needs to jump 10 kilo. It will not really improve his position much, although perhaps back home this is a record or has other significance.
Come on now.
I can only assume. Oh my gosh. And he has it. And that is, wow, refusing to bomb. 3 white lights. High risk, high reward situation.
Load the bar for Takaharu.
To miss 200 twice in 2 different places and then come back and hit 210 and 10 kilos is a huge jump in the 59-kilo class. Takes guts. Now, Takaharu from Japan. 220 kilo getting loaded on a bar. This is a 5-kilo jump from his previous missed attempt. These guys are missing attempts and still increasing the bar. Again, we don't know the significance. Perhaps this is a national record that he's chasing. So the juice is worth the squeeze. I don't know.
Okay.
Just so you know, Chris,
Yes,
the Ukrainian missed 200,
Yep.
missed 200, hits 210.
Is that why the place erupted?
Yes, that
What
is an
just
incredible, yeah.
How did he do it? He hung on to it this time.
He hung on, but the first time he didn't break ground, so
Yeah.
it's
I know he didn't break
quite
ground, and then
the
he
struggle.
got it all the way up, and it fell out of his hand.
he's missing it
so
everywhere.
he got it this time. All
Yeah,
right.
maybe 200 just
Oh
wasn't
my
the sweet
God.
spot.
Oh. But he put 210, didn't he? Oh, no.
Yeah, he up
What
to
the
10,
hell?
10 kilo.
What? Uh,
Now Takaharu
that's
missed
illogical, Ryan.
Takaharu missed 215. He upped it. No, okay, it's a little much.
Okay.
Yeah, it is. It is illogical, isn't it? It defies logic. He was more than he celebrated like he had won the worlds because that's quite the achievement to bounce back like that.
Who does that? Who misses 2 deadlifts on 200 and then puts 210 and gets it?
And I'll tell you, 10 kilo in the 59 kilo class is a big
No,
jump.
I cannot.
It's a big jump.
My mind can't understand this.
The only reason I can assume is back home in his nation, perhaps there's a significance there, and he's telling himself, if I'm going to bomb out, fine, but on the with the world watching, I'd like to break X record from.
Yeah, but how did he lift it? That's what I'm asking.
Surprisingly well.
No,
I
but
mean,
I want to know, how do you not lift 200 and
Yeah.
then get 210?
and I got no words for you, my friend. When you solve that riddle,
I'm insisting on knowing. Somebody message me the answer. What is your theory? Tell me privately. And I don't want any stupid answers either.
oh, that's,
227.5.
I rarely ask
Franklin Lyon.
for private messages online. That's,
I like private messages.
stop short of giving your Instagram. I'm telling you right now. Now, Franklin Lyon, Ecuador, a more realistic 7.5 kilo jump, and he's sitting comfortably in the silver medal position. No one's even threatening it.
So this is what I'm talking about. Look, wrapping the hands around the bar for all one is worth.
Wow.
Oh, it's a beautiful
should just-
technique.
If anybody
Oh
was waiting,
my goodness!
if anybody
What
was
a
waiting to
winner.
see if he was going to miss this,
Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
if anyone's waiting to see if he's going to miss that third attempt to make a shot at silver, he just put it out of reach.
Yeah,
Nicely
that's
pieced together.
stunning. That's great. I could watch that all day.
The pride of Ecuador.
That's lovely. That is. Oh, he gave a little love heart. Did you see that?
I think that was to me. He heard that.
Oh,
Right back at you, buddy. And 232.5. I'm on my A game. When I had Joy here, I said I'm
Delirious
sitting.
is what you are.
I'm sitting. I said I'm sitting here with the joy of Britain.
Oh, Ryan, I
You
think
like
you're
that?
delirious.
You like that?
What it is he's taken on at least 10 litres of water today, and he's diluted his brain cells.
Yeah. You're not
This
off.
is actually, I'm documenting what happens to one's intelligence when you overload with water.
Especially when you started pretty low. Now,
Zafari's had enough, I reckon.
the attempt selection from Team Iran here
Has
has
been mystifying.
Puzzling. And I'll tell you what, we've seen crazier based off of, like, if he comes out and smokes this.
Having said that,
We've seen someone pull off miracles. You know, if he comes out and smokes this, I quit. I can't
that's
call
it.
it.
You're walking
I
off.
can't
I'm
call
going
it.
home.
I can't call it. I should never gamble again. I'd be a fool. You'd see me coming.
10 seconds, Safari. 10 seconds.
It cannot be. If he runs out here now.
Yeah, watch this.
So he's given the minute to the other competitors
Oh,
so
I
that
just
they've got
timed-
the rest time, which is cool.
Yeah, he timed out.
And,
and that's true. That's exactly
Fair
it.
call and good sportsmanship there, but he has had a very rough day attempt selection wise. Part of your attempt selection, though, you've got to be communicating with your coaches and your handlers about how your body's feeling, about keeping your nutrition up and your energy up, and recovering during the right times, and just looking after the body and the energy level and any injury, and taking any appropriate pain medication if you've got something sore early on in the program, so that you're not stiffening up in the deadlift and getting a lot of pain that's knocking your mind around. And I'm only suggesting normal things that you would normally take, like paracetamol or ibuprofen or whatever you want to call it.
Yep.
Because that can make a difference to distracting you with pain or getting too sore that you can't operate. You know, it's a two-way street. You've got to communicate with your coach, and you've got to tell them where you're at. They're putting the numbers in.
Yeah, no, 100%. Communication is key. And just a heads up here, it's a 20-kilo jump, and the reason why, he's going to attempt to move into bronze medal if he gets this. 20 kilos is a massive jump in this weight class.
Yeah. 20 kilos for the deadlift.
I mean, that's and this is a junior.
For
keep
a
in
young
mind.
man. Exactly, a junior.
If he can medal as a junior.
Sticking it to the opens. Dives down,
gonna
can't
be
break
too
the
much.
floor. It's just too much.
But, you know, he's already broken world records, and he's thinking, whatever, let's Hail Mary pass it.
All right, we've got a change that got rushed through by the Algerians. 242
Let's see what they're thinking.
was
Are
there,
they
so what's
taking a
just
stab as well?
changed?
I think they might take a stab as well for that bronze. Might as well. His projected is only 2.5 kilo off for that bronze.
240.
No,
they
actually,
couldn't
because he's
change
heavier.
it.
Because he's
They
heavier.
couldn't change it. I thought he ran in with something, but he was far too late.
Yeah, and yeah. Well, he missed 237.
So I don't know what that was all about. He came charging in like he was changing something.
This is a poll for the bronze medal for this event,
Yep.
not for the total.
So this is for bronze in the deadlift now.
Watch loaded.
He
And-
missed 237.5.
So no guts, no glory time. It's we've jacked it up just to have a crack at a bronze, because that's all people can hope for
Yep.
with such dominance at the top. These are for battles for the minor placings, and that's all the offerings can be. Hips come up
No,
too high, can't pull it off the ground.
Yep. Just a little too much today.
Yep. Don't forget, all these guys are, well, under 60 kilos. Actually, the class is under 59 kilos, so quite light.
Come on, Belarus, let me hear you.
And as such,
Yeah,
they have got very low body, very low body fat. They're very dehydrated.
Yeah, there's no chubby guys in this weight class, that's for sure. And up next, you see the crowd cheer. It's because it's the local lifter from Belarus who's pieced together quite the day for himself.
Yeah. And
We'll see if he's is
245.
he pulling for a medal in this event? I believe so.
Yeah, 245 for sure.
And you know what? He hit
Pulling for
240, so a 5 kilo increase is by no means one of these Hail Mary passes we've been seeing.
No.
Bars loaded.
So 240 is where he's at. 240. 245, 245.
Yeah, see
This
if
is
we
for
see-
bronze.
If we see the stats come up.
And 245, what's his weight compared to Bill? Lighter, just lighter than Bill. He could go silver depending on how Bill goes. He
it's too
can't break
much.
the floor.
It's too much. Now, does he get a bronze in this with the 240? Credit him for the bronze. I believe it does. Yeah, he's going to walk away with a bronze medal in this event,
Change prop. There it is.
which is very respectable at the IPF World Championship level.
This is for the bronze medal. He is pulling for the bronze medal.
All right,
in
now-
body weight.
Well,
Bill Tenerelli of the U.S.
Bill Tenerelli
is going to take a
United
swing
States
for the
of
bronze.
America.
And 12.5 kilo jump is
silver.
pretty good.
He's
All right.
going for the silver.
it the silver?
Yeah.
Or no,
He's-
592.5 is the silver. His projected is 572.5.
Oh, I'm talking, sorry,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
talking deadlift.
Sorry. Okay, we're talking.
I'm talking two different things.
We're on two different pages. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So silver and a bronze.
Yeah, silver and bronze. We're both right.
We're both right. That's right. Let's split the difference.
Here
Okay.
he comes.
Pulling for the bronze.
He's silver in the deadlift, and he's gone from fourth to bronze in the total, more importantly. Here we go. Who would have thought? USA on
the
the
knees
podium
rattled.
at the
I
end.
don't know.
Oh,
That's
he's
so
rattled all
much.
right. But he's still got the silver in the deadlift, no
Yeah.
doubt about it.
Yeah.
But he's off. He's fourth. He's fourth in the total. Very respectable when you've got this guy who sits at the top.
Now Fedoshenko opting not to go for a world record,
Nope.
but trying to increase his total enough so that he could possibly win the Champions Award.
Yeah. Just also know that he's only 4.5 kilos off the total world record, which he sets and held.
Yeah.
So he's not feeling 100% today by the look of it. Of course, that would have been on the cards depending on how he felt. But he's obviously feeling I've got a feeling he might have pulled some skin off the hand.
Yep.
And he's been looking down at his thumb and his the webbing there. And he might have pulled a callus off, or he's got some problems on his hand, and maybe he's thinking 5 kilos. I haven't quite got it in me. So I'm only guessing that because he's looked down there a couple of times. So
And like we said, so the battle's already been won here, but there's another battle
That's
with
it.
every single other champion in this tournament.
yeah, he's not the sort of lifter who doesn't come into a world championship with all the records in mind.
That's right.
But he also knows where he's at kilo by kilo. So here we go. He's your world champion. Let's just see if he's got this pulling in him today. And he sets
And
it back,
he
and there it
does.
is. But I'll tell you what, it was falling out, and he gives the characteristic pat of that, and he looks down at that hand. Did you see again?
Yeah.
He looked at the hand. It's on
Look
the
at
right
that,
hand. It's
that
hurt.
hand is opening. Good
Yeah,
catch. Yeah.
definitely. And he pats that. Just have a look here. As he walks off, he checks that hand. That's where the
Yeah.
injury is. And so, folks, we're going to go to our medal ceremony very soon. And that's how it finished up. As you can imagine, Fedoshenko was there at the gold medal right from the outset. But it was a little closer than you had thought. We had a few challenges here and there. And you had to work
we
for
did.
it.
We did, and we also got a glimpse of the future. The one lifter that was smashing these junior world records, playing with the boys in the open.
Yeah,
so maybe a
junior.
little hint at a future star.
Yeah, unfortunately, we had a disqualification, and no one wants to see that. And we had a near miss, which we're still mystified about how he pulled that out. So that was kind of interesting. We certainly hope you enjoyed the action, and now we've got the medal ceremony. We had a couple of world records, so it was absolutely fascinating and wonderful to bring that to you. Thank you very much, Ryan. It's been a big day and a wonderful day of open lifting.
Let's catch some rest, because tomorrow's another big one.
It's another big day. All right, and we'll catch you tomorrow.
participating nations. Give them the round of applause, for we are watching the best of the best right now. We proceed with the first awarding ceremony, which is the squat for the up to 59 men best results. And the third place and bronze medal in squat belongs to Franklin Leon, representing Ecuador. The awarding ceremony is being held by Denise Denisov, the director of our World Classic Powerlifting Championships, accompanied by Farshid Sultani, the president of Asian region in the International Powerlifting Federation Board. The second place belongs to Mohamed Fakihal, representing the Algeria. And the best result in squat belongs to Sergei Fedosienko, representing Russia. Give them the round of applause for the best 3 athletes in squat in the weight category up to 59 kilograms. And we proceed to the next awarding ceremony. We're going to invite the best 3 athletes in the bench press. And the third best result belongs to Franklin Leon, representing Ecuador. The second best result belongs to Dariusz Zoa, representing Poland. And the best result in the bench press in the weight category up to 59 kilograms belongs to Sergei Fedosienko, representing Russia. Give them one more round of applause when you see the best 3 powerlifters in the bench press in the weight category up to 59 kilos. And we proceed to the next awarding ceremony for the deadlift up to 59 kilograms, and I kindly invite the best 3 athletes. The third best result, the bronze medal, belongs to Grigor Tereshchenko, representing Belarus. The second best result belongs to William Tenegli, representing USA. And the best result in the deadlift belongs to Sergei Fedosienko, representing Russia. Give them the round of applause to the best 3 in the deadlift men's up to 59 weight category. And we proceed to the main awarding ceremony for the best results in the weight category up to 59 kilograms. And I kindly invite the bronze medalist of our championships, Dariusz Zoa, representing Poland. Third place, bronze medal and a special prize from our sponsors, Siberian Health. The second best result and silver medal belongs to Franklin Leon representing Ecuador. Second place, silver medal and a special prize from our sponsors, Siberian Health. Ladies and gentlemen, and the title of the world champion belongs to Sergei Fedosienko, representing Russia. First place, golden medal and a special prize from Siberian Health. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of Russian Federation.
They allowed you to not wear a suit? They allowed you to not wear a suit? I'm sorry, I didn't. They let you not wear a suit today?
Yes, they gave me 1 day off. They told me to put it on. Don't suit on tomorrow.
Congratulations to the best three athletes in the men World Classic Powerlifting Championships 2017. Ladies and gentlemen, and I kindly would like to invite all the athletes and coaches for the commemorative photos at the podium of our championships. Дамы и господа, я с удовольствием хотел бы пригласить всех победителей, всех спортсменов и тренеров на памятную фотографию возле подиума для награждений. Coaches are also invited to the podium.